Bildy here, out and about. Look at this. Isn't that magnificent? There's lots of them around here like that, along the sidewalks and lining the streets. A lot of small towns in the Midwest planted maple trees along the roads, but then in the 70s they decided the roads were too narrow, so they knocked them all down. Ugh. Or the village board would get together and decide, well, we gotta cut all these big trees down because they might fall over and smash somebody's car or house. And then what do you do? It's not like the city's liable anyway. They go to great pains to make themselves so they're not liable, but then they claim liability for all the reasons they do stuff. There's towns that where they ripped out all the trees because they're a liability once they get that big. What kind of thinking is that? Idiots. And that, well, there's some money involved with it too. People with tree services and cranes usually manage to get themselves on the city board and well, we gotta do something like that, and then they get to charge the city. That's how it works. That's why we can't have nice things. This is a socialist country. They have nice things. Not advocating the abolition of private property, but the public sphere should not be looted by private companies like it is in the West. There's a solution. It's not halfway in between. It's just knowing where the boundaries are. There are boundaries for private property. There need to be. Otherwise you wind up living in smart cities. Speaking of smart, I got a new computer coming. I went and bought one. Hopefully, they told me it'll be here today or tomorrow. I'm leaving the day after tomorrow, so I sure hope that goes off as planned. That's all good. Look at this. Got these in all these cities. They take care of them too. That one, the whole top's missing, but it's kind of like it got pruned. I was appalled after the referendum. They had these huge, I think they're larch trees. Real soft wood. It's the kind of wood they make the little matryoshkas out of. Real strong wood. They can turn it down to like 1/8 of an inch thick and make bowls and dolls and stuff out of it. It's really strong, real fine grained. But they got those lining the streets, a lot of the streets in Sevastopol, and right after the referendum they went in and it looked like they were cutting them down. They cut all the limbs off and they just made stumps at everything. Just the big major limbs is all that's left. And I thought, well, you know, they cut off all the branches. These things aren't going to live. They must be taking them out. What the hell? I didn't like that. But they didn't. They just left them like that. And the next spring, branches shot out everywhere. And now you can't even tell they've ever been cut. They're pretty tough trees. They could really prune the hell out of them where there's not much left, and yet they come back. I like this one. I don't know if you can see that or not. The sun's kind of getting in it. Anyway, this is going to be a short one. I get back and set up and do some more interesting things in my room where I don't have distractions. I don't have to compete with traffic noise. Anyway, I need to get some kind of bag or something. Maybe I'll go to Bazaar after I make some videos. And I got to do some more writing. Working on some things I'm pretty excited about. And I'll talk to you about them in the next video. I think I found a place where I can get a cold beer. I need to get one. It helps the thought process. Cigar would be nice, but they don't have them here, I've been told. I went to a tobacco shop and they sell, well, the only thing they have is in little boxes. You buy these little boxes of tobacco because the only way anybody uses it here is in a hookah. It's a social thing. You do it in restaurants or in your home. Everybody sits around a table and has a hookah pipe. Communal tobacco smoke. Anyway, that's pretty cool. Kind of like the natives, they would have a communal pipe they'd pass around, and you have to have a high honor and be a very respected elder to have the pipe. I knew some people who lived on reservations, told me about all the laws and bylaws and rules about everything. It wasn't just smoking for pleasure. It's part of their culture. Anyway, I went in this tobacco shop. I see all the 10 boxes and the cardboard boxes and plastic boxes full of all different kinds of tobaccos. There's a million different kinds. And I asked them, you have cigars? No. Yes, cigarra? Yep. Does anybody have cigars? No, there's no cigars in Uzbekistan. I don't know if it's true or not, but it looks that way to me. That's alright, I'll live. I think I could get me a beer though. I'm gonna go back and download this and make some more. It's a beautiful day. But big trees, lots of Chevys. Tashkent's great. I highly recommend it. There's always trade-offs, but there's more hotels than you could shake a stick at, and you can get a good hotel for like 20 bucks or less per night. Hostels, you can get those for real cheap, but you know, you never know what you're getting into. The hotel, at least you got some privacy. Oh, look at all those Chevys. That whole row there. It's one Lada, one Lexus, and everything else is a Chevy. I don't know if I got that. It's hard to point this backwards. Anyway, I'll see you later.